Thomas, it's Faith Time, our weekly conversation on matters of faith. And joining me this morning is Betty Stone with Dauphin Way United Methodist Church. Thank you for joining us this morning.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
What we came to talk about this morning is coming up next week is Dauphin Way UMC's annual Dill Lecture Series. This year's guest is Dr. Wayne Flint. First of all, tell the folks at home, who is Dr. Flint?
Dr. Flint is a renowned scholar who has written 14 books, focusing primarily on Southern culture and religion, Alabama history and politics, education reform, and poverty.
When are the speaking events?
He will preach next Sunday morning at 10:30 in our sanctuary. 5:30 Sunday evening, he will be talking about the faith community and social justice. And then Monday, he will give 2 briefer lectures consecutively, starting registration at 8:30, and he'll be speaking on some of Harper Lee's writing, Atticus Finch, the Atticus Finch of To Kill a Mockingbird, and the Atticus Finch of Go Set a Watchman, her second book.
Dr. Flint will be getting into some very deep topics, and one of the things that he'll be talking about is the hallmarks of Alabama's religious and literary legacy. How would you describe what those are?
Well, he has commented in some of his writing that throughout the century, the 20th century, the United States and Alabama specifically has really benefited from strong leadership within all the faith communities. And of course, his writing has focused a lot on those topics as it has impacted the history. And certainly with all the divisiveness that we still face in our country, it's a very pertinent topic today.
One of the things you also mentioned that he'll talk about is social justice and the church. What role really do churches play in causes like that?
Well, church leaders as well as lay leaders have a wonderful opportunity to set positive role models, to remind us of our heritage of democracy and justice, compassion, forgiveness, and those are all themes that can be found in Harper Lee's work. She was a huge proponent of racial tolerance and justice.
Right now you're a school administrator, you also have been an English teacher in your career. What do you see as the most important contributions of Harper Lee's work that is made to this state?
Well, I think Harper Lee is not only a Pulitzer Prize winner, but her book, To Kill a Mockingbird, is full of the themes which continue to be pertinent to us today. Tolerance, justice, compassion, all those things. And Atticus Finch, of course, taught all of his children and the people of Macomb County, don't judge a person until you walk in his shoes. And if we could all remember that today, I think our world and certainly our country might be a calmer, more just place. To
Kill a Mockingbird is one of those books that I think anyone has read in grade school, really around the country for decades. How much more powerful do you think that message of tolerance and inclusion is, considering that it comes from a setting in this state?
Well, I think it's a timeless novel, and it's been studied by probably middle school children than anyone else. It's also been one of the most popular city-wide read books, and I think that's because its themes are timeless. And as I say, we have a long history of fighting racial injustice and looking for tolerance of all kinds of ethnicities and differences that we all have. And I think that is why her book has remained so powerful, because those themes are universal.
That lecture series coming up next week at Dauphin Way United Methodist Church. Betty Stone joining us this morning for this edition of Faith Time, and News 5 this morning will continue after the break.